Hitman Boxing, we are the A side boxing community. Post fight thoughts, live reaction to the Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz fight. Deontay Wilder wins by 10th round knockout. Let's see who we can get up in here. Let's see who can come in here. Let's have a discussion because there's a few things we got to talk about. Few things we got to talk about tonight. Hit that like button when you come in here too. We're not playing games tonight. Afro Soul, what's up? You see that fight of the year? That was the fight of the year. That was a good fight, man. That was a good fight. Oh man, them scorecards were kind of whack though, man. What's up with them scorecards? He was up at the time of the stoppage though. Come on, Afro Soul. What's up, man? Who are you picking to win? See, I picked Deontay Wilder to beat him in the fifth round, knock him out. He knocked him down in the fifth round, man. I was close though. Man, Ortiz, he don't got nothing left, man. Like after he hurt Wilder, all right, so look, I don't remember if it was the seventh or the eighth round, right? He was teeing off on Wilder. Wilder looked like he was out of it. He came out his corner for the next round, and then he got checked by the doctors. I don't know what that was about, but clearly Ortiz didn't have anything left in the tank either because he was gassed. But that was probably the play in the whole fight. No, he wasn't going to win a decision if it went 12 rounds. I was thinking the same thing, but he got knocked out. The only way he was going to win is if he knocked out Wilder. I thought he was outboxing him for the first four rounds. Aside from 5 and 6, um, I pretty much had Ortiz, up. Ortiz did get knocked down, but still, that round where he was teeing off on Wilder, that could have been a potentially 10-8 round. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that doctor. That I don't know what was up with that man. That didn't seem right to me, man. But honestly, though, um, he was even after he got checked by the doctor, he was still out of it. It's just Ortiz didn't have enough left in the tank, man. Like that was his time to pounce on Wilder and finish him off. But I think he was still leery for that right hand, man. So that was a good fight. You got to give let's see, the doctor let him off the hook. You lost your house, bro. That was a great fight, though. I got to give Wilder his respect, man, because he was getting blasted in that seventh and eighth round. He was getting worked. So he proved that he could overcome adversity, right? But they're gonna hate the next video I make, though. They're gonna really hate the next video I make. Yeah, they did the same thing to AJ. I remember that. But you got to understand, Ortiz win. That don't do nothing for them, man. They need Wilder, AJ. That's the fight they need to make. That's the fight they need. Yo, he does, man, because he didn't even go down. Sosa or Sasa, my bad. That was a good fight. I thought he was going in the seventh round too, man. Like he came back. That was crazy. That shit was crazy. That was a good fight, man. That's his signature fight right there. That's what he needed, man. He needed that fight to be taken serious. Because up until this point, all he's fought and beat was bums. Now he's beaten a quality opponent in Luis Ortiz. Ortiz was outboxing him for the first four rounds. Even though not much was happening, he was outboxing him, he was countering him, he was backing him up. He even did a decent job cutting the ring off, and he hasn't been that great at doing that. He was respecting his punches for sure, man. But if you notice, he was controlling the distance perfectly. The Klitschko that showed up to fight AJ will kill Wilder. Excuse me. Maybe. Who knows, man? Now, after seeing that, who do you guys pick between Wilder and AJ? Who you guys got winning that fight? Wilder was fighting on his back from start to end. First time I seen this. That's true. Stop. No, well, I'm asking who you got between AJ and Wilder. You still think Wilder knocks out AJ? We gotta see that fight next, man. He was paid by. Come on, man. Ortiz was not trying to lose that fight. He was definitely trying to win that fight, man. That's the fight we gotta see next, man. Because they gotta see. The thing is, I'm so tired. God. What was I gonna say? Yeah, man. Like that's a good win. That's like his signature win, man. He finally has a legit opponent on his resume, right? So, and this guy was a better boxer than him, and this guy punched hard. But in the end, man, Wilder just prevailed. Like when he was down and out in the seventh round, he didn't get knocked down. He was still standing up. He was done right there. He was done. Eighth round starts. The doctors checked him. I don't know why. I thought it was to maybe give him a little extra breather personally, but that's beside the point because he was still gassed after that. Ortiz was gassed too, though. Yo, Sporting Icon, what up? Yeah, I had Ortiz up before the stoppage, man, for sure. Like, I don't know if that fight would have won 12 rounds. There's no way Ortiz would have won that fight, even if he would have continued looking the way he looked early on in the rounds. The weird delay was water on the floor in Wilder's corner. What are you talking about, Kiwi? He he got checked out by the doctors before the start of the eighth round. What does that have to do? I don't. What do you mean? That doesn't have anything to do with the water. What do you? Yeah, of course the jig was up on the scorecards, man. I should make a video about that. Hell of a fight though, man. Where do you think that fight ranks for this year, man? That was a great fight. Yo, Wilder Joshua, that's the fight, man. That's the biggest fight they can make right now. I don't know. I don't know if AJ beats Wilder, man. I don't know about that. Both of these guys got a lot of heart, man. AJ's got a lot of heart. Wilder's got a lot of heart, man. Man, I don't know though, man. I need to think about this, man. I don't know if Wilder just. I don't know if AJ could beat him. I don't know if Wilder could beat him, man. That's a fight that just might be worthy of a trilogy, man. He showed very good survival instincts, man. I thought he was done. I thought Wilder was done. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking all he got to do is land. All he had to do is land one right, and it's over. I feel like Ortiz should have tried to close distance a little bit more in that fight, man, and fight him on the inside a little bit more. I think he stunned him with that what was it, left hook? That's where he stunned Wilder in the seventh. He was holding hard. He was hugging that man for dear life. No, Ortiz shouldn't get a rematch. He ain't had no rematch clause in the contract, did he? Hit that like button and stop playing, man. James, that's what I'm saying. It was a great fight. What a fight, man. Man, look, Dillian White gets knocked out by Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder knocking out Luis Ortiz from a fan's perspective. Must see video. Yeah, maybe at some point, but by then, James, he's gonna be way too old. You know, by the time we get AJ Wilder, like Luis Ortiz will have Alzheimer's, so we might as well just it's done. That's over with. King GGG. I picked Wilder to win by knockout in the fifth round. Strangely enough, though, the fifth round is the round that Deontay Wilder knocked Ortiz down, and there just wasn't enough time on the clock for him to finish the job, in my opinion. Hey, Javi, you know Javier, you know me. I give credit when credit's due, man. Like you can't hate. I mean, you can't really hate on that fight because of what Wilder just went through. You could nitpick. I guess you could nitpick and say the doctor kind of tried to save him, or the scorecards were looking a little shady. But I mean, at the end of the day, he knocked Luis Ortiz out. Hey, we were both close, Sporting. We were both close. Yeah, I gotta see Wilder Joshua next, man. That's all I want to see. But we get Parker, AJ, what 31st of March. I doubt that that fight lives up to this fight, but it'll be interesting. I mean, the story is just like, look, man, I already got my ideas for the promo videos, man. It's easy. It's easy work, man. It's easy work to hype this fight up and to promote it and make it the biggest fight that it can be. Now, Wilder still don't sell no tickets, but that's beside the point, I guess. Hey, I mean, that's what. Hey, Con, me too, man. You know, but it is what it is. Let me go back and look at some of these comments. Owens boxing, absolutely, that was a hell of a fight, man. Ortiz is a great fighter, man. He is. No, they're not going to be humble after that scare. You know they were, and you know what? You know they were like terrified in the seventh round and the eighth round. They were terrified. That fight was crazy, man. Wilder was fighting on that back foot all night. Still controlled a lot of that distance, though, man. Wilder definitely had the more effective power punches, man. Ortiz just, I don't know. If it wasn't for that left hook, man, he would never had what was it? Check left hook he hit Wilder with that hurt him in the seventh. But he just couldn't land anything like meaningful to like drop him. Had he dropped him, he might have. I got nervous for Wilder in the seventh. I'm not sure why. Hey, I was too, man. I was because it was kind of boring until it was boring until the fifth round. You know, between 5 and 10, it was all straight action. Yo, they kidnapped this big motherfucker Ortiz. I can't believe that shit. I ain't kidnapping that motherfucker, man. They could, man, but you got to give. Hey, honestly, you got to give both of these dudes respect too, because you got to think about it. Ortiz ain't really fought nobody either, right? But he looked great. I'm tweaking, man. I gotta see that fight again. Yeah, right, Connor. The tears nearly started flowing for all LDBC channels in that seventh round. You right. You right, man. It's all good. But hey, sporting icons. It's gonna be It's gonna be a long and tough road for to AJ Wilder. They're gonna be talking about this until the end of time, man. I'm keeping it real with y'all. That was a good fight. Deontay Wilder looked great. Was that better than AJ Klitschko? Um, I don't know if I say it was better. Again, I got to see that fight again, man. But it was a hell of a fight. Best fight this year. Fight of the year so far. They should have stopped that fight in the seventh round. I mean, the thing is, though, okay, so seventh round, Wilder was getting teed off on, right? He was getting teed off on, but you still got to give the champion respect, man. He couldn't drop him. Yeah, one punch won't stop Wilder. If anybody questioned Wilder's chin tonight, but I would say AJ has more power than Wilder. I mean, I'm sorry. Chill, relax. It was an accident. I didn't mean to say that, okay? I was gonna say AJ has more power than Ortiz, okay? And those straight right hands will hurt. Cowbrow, yeah, no, I agree with you with that, especially because at the time of the stoppage, they had Wilder up on the scorecards. All three scorecards were the same too. Like, come on, man. That was just in case he couldn't get the job done with that right hand. Saw the interviews with Saunders talking crazy about Charlo. Yo, did y'all see Darrell quit tonight? Sorry to change gears, but did y'all see him quit tonight? Oh, and let me know what happened between Bivol and what happened with Bivol and Barrera, and I'm pretty sure this is crazy. I'm trying to find out what happened with Bivol Barrera. Kovalev, did he win? Kovalev probably won. Yeah, it looks like he probably got this fight in the bag. Oh, you got a TKO over Barrera? Yeah, that's why I like Two Sport Icons. He was very humble at the end of the fight. Um, he showed respect to Luis Ortiz, man. He didn't just shit on him like he's shadowing that little Ewok looking dude, Stavern. Man, Darrell quit in his corner, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit. He was shaking his head. He didn't want to come out. He was getting his ass beat. He was getting his ass beat in the first fight. He didn't want to come out. He had his back turned. He was shaking his head. He trying to act surprised, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Charles Martin won tonight. Second round TKO. It wasn't televised though. AJ stops Wilder in four. I don't know about that, man. I wouldn't say that because Wilder's very patient and he picks his spots out very carefully. He doesn't throw a lot of punches, which is why he loses a lot of rounds, man. But again, it's that right hand, man. It's just like nobody knows how to stop that right hand. Like we could say, we could bring up suggestions on how you can avoid that, right? But dudes consistently, damn, Kovalev beating the shit out this dude. AJ does have good timing, but we'll wait and see, man. We don't even know if this is gonna be the next fight. It probably won't be. Um, it needs to be the next fight, though, man. Like, make sure you hit that like button when you guys come in here. Hit that like button. Hitman Boxing giving props to Deontay Wilder. You ain't never gonna hear this ever again. Yo, did Bivol call out Kovalev in the post-fight interview? Anybody hear that? Hold on. I saw something about Kell Brook. I got to see this. I got to read this. Javier Logan, that boy quit, and I saw that Brook interview backstage post-fight talking about the other Charlo. He better watch his mouth too. What did Kell Brook say about Charlo? I think AJ finishes Wilder, but it's a tricky fight. It is. Wilder will not be AJ. I don't know, man. I need some time to think about that, man. After what I just saw, AJ has better timing, but if Wilder can hit AJ from the outside, so can Wilder. Wilder won't take the fight with AJ guaranteed. Barrera got whooped. Apparently, Barrera lost by TKO in the 12th round. If AJ gets past Parker, that is. I think he gets past Parker. Got a feeling next fights will be AJ versus Miller and Wilder versus White, then AJ versus Wilder if they both win those fights. I mean, as long as I get to see the fight near the end of 2018, I'm not that upset about it. You know what I'm saying? ASBC can be humble. I bet the others, which cannot be named, wouldn't. I haven't listened to anybody's videos. I hopped online because I figured people would want to come on and start talking trash to me about Deontay Wilder. But everybody's been cool about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's getting a lot of views on this video. Let me look at some of these comments. Wilder looked awful against a granddad. Let's not use the age excuse. Let's not do that. Bivol outboxed Barrera every round of every minute. It was embarrassing. How did he get the cut over his eye? Was it a headbutt? Bivol said he doesn't control who he fights next. Brooke talking about he can stop any champion at 154, especially Charlo. He said that. Kell Brook did not say he can stop any champion at 154. You're not stopping Jared Hurd, bro. Matter of fact, Jared Hurd is walking through all them punches, all of them. To be honest, I never saw what the big deal with Parker was. That's a free victory for Joshua. We'll see. I'm picking AJ to knock out Parker though. I give Wilder credit. What a fight! Hey, it was a great fight, man. Charlo destroys Brook. Um, we'll see, man. Y'all heard what Errol Spence said? Errol Spence said he'll fight Kell Brook at 154 if he get a belt. Yes, we can be humble. ASBC is humble, man. Take heed, man. Just like Deontay Wilder was humble in his post-fight interview. This is probably the most humble I've ever seen him, honestly. Because he knows he just went through a war. He knows he could have lost that fight. You know, so I gotta give him props for being able to withstand that onslaught from Luis Ortiz. So I'm giving Wilder 100% credit for beating Luis Ortiz. It's easy. It's easy when you're not emotionally invested in some of these fighters. Eddie said for Charlo to call him for June 6th. Yeah. It's 5 a.m. It's 5 o'clock in the morning over there. That's crazy. Why are you still up? Did you watch all the fights tonight? Those who will not be named will begin the campaign. YTBC is going to be unbearable for a few months. Yeah, I agree with you. Man. It's going to be rough because it's going to be a lot of Wilder videos acting like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Not a fan of Wilder, but he got a solid chin, man. You do definitely got a solid chin, man, for real. How old is Ortiz? They built him at 38, but I say he's probably in his 40s. Yo, Darrell was looking shaky tonight, but he was losing the first fight against that guy. Wilder abuse is long for the next few months. Unfortunately, Wilder is still seaside for life. Yo, y'all don't know about y'all, but could y'all understand what the hell Deontay Wilder was saying in this post-fight interview? I don't know what the hell he was saying, man. He was a little bit more. He was making up words, man. Points-wise, I think Joshua and Parker is closer than Joshua versus Wilder, but Wilder poses more of a risk with his one-hitter quitter. Yeah, he does, man. Like, again, he proved that even though he was getting outboxed, outworked, he still found a way to win this fight. I'm not eating humble pie, nigga. I picked Deontay Wilder to win the fight in the 5th round by knockout. In the 5th round, he knocked him down. And he didn't get a chance to finish him because there wasn't enough time left. I'm just keeping it real. You can't believe you lost. Man, I try to tell you not to pick Ortiz, man. Why don't you listen to me? Logistics. Why don't you listen, man? Who did Wilder jump at during the interview? Yeah, hey, who was Wilder jumping at during the interview? I forgot all about that. I don't like Wilder, but credit for taking a tough opponent. He didn't have to, showing heart, waiting for an opportunity to land his punch and finally stepping out. Yeah, he was very patient in that fight, man. Will Wilder be coming to the ring against AJ after his win against? Yeah, he will. He definitely will. All right, Sporting Icons, take it easy, man. Hitman Hart and Sporting Icons are the Wilder haters. Yeah, I'm still gonna hate on Wilder. But I give him his credit tonight. I guarantee you I can make a video tonight about Deontay Wilder, the judges, and that doctor. And I can make the boxing community go off in an uproar tonight. It all depends on how much hate I get on my videos, though. If I get a lot of hate, I'm gonna go in, and I really don't have to. I really don't want to, but just for fun, I might do it. Ortiz lost because of age, and age only 100% clear to see. Oh boy, here we go. Lil Kim was trash. I agree, Anthony. That I don't even know why he came to the ring with her. Well, we know what Deontay Wilder does to escorts. He beat their ass. Yeah, who was he trying to swing at? It was probably somebody trying to jump in the ring. Wilder would have been starched if Joshua would have hit him. My thing is though, Anthony Joshua's conditioning is gonna have to be top notch, and he's gonna have to lose some weight, man. He's gonna have to drop some muscle mass if he wants to. Jim Gray ruins every post fight interview. Goofy, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He ruined that one with what was that? Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. He'd like ruin that shit. I want y'all to have some smoke with Billy Ho Saunders talking about he gonna beat his ass. Yeah, I want to see that fight too, man. But I think Saunders is holding out for Triple G, so I doubt he fights Charlo next. Wilder's knockouts have all been from shots to the temple, and no one can take many of them. Yo, that first fight, that first punch, that first straight right he hit Ortiz with, had him skating on the canvas. That shit was hilarious. He was literally skating on the canvas like he had ice on his shoes, like he had some Crisco on his boots. Man, he's gonna have to lose some weight though, bro. Like I get it. Yeah, I get he's lean, but man, he's still like body. He looks like a bodybuilder still. Broner knows how to handle Jim Gray. I forgot what Broner said to Jim Gray. Yeah, I think it is about who lands first in that fight. Credit has to be given to Wilder. Was a tough fight. Ortiz only lost because of age. Yeah, yeah. I was reading some of the comments, Kiwi. That's what someone posted on one of my videos. That's weak. It had nothing to do with age. Clearly, Luis Ortiz is a good boxer. He has that Cuban background, so AJ looks stiff when he throws punches. AJ too slow. I see Ortiz beating AJ. I don't know, man. And I'm not even too sure what's next for Ortiz at this point. But he fought a tough fight, man. He fought a good fight. I give Wilder's right hand the credit. Yeah, man, for sure. Like I've always said, that's the equalizer, man. He could be getting outboxed for 12 rounds, but if he lands that right hand, like you're gonna go down. Everyone's going down. That was a good fight. That's what I'm talking about, Brandon White. I appreciate you, bro. How you doing tonight? What you think of the fight? Oh, it's Big Baby Miller? Are you serious? Jarrell Miller jumped into the ring. They should let him go into the ring, man. Jim Gray messed that up, man. He was right. AJ versus Wilder would be much higher volume. Could be a very different story. Wasn't impressed that Ortiz was allowed to dictate a slow pace to suit him. I mean, I think Wilder was afraid to get countered, man, because anytime he was throwing something out, he'd get tapped back. I think Parker could beat Wilder personally, but don't tell Dwyer. I have no idea who Dwyer is. His right hand looked like a 96 Tyson uppercut. Wilder stopped Ortiz with the same uppercut that Ortiz stopped Jennings with. Yeah, it was a good fight, for sure. Props to Wilder. Yo, it's crazy. If you're right, if it was Jarrell Miller, man, I really wish they talk about they gonna call the police on Jarrell Miller. Like, get out of here, man. He from New York. What you mean, boy? He from there. You said if Ortiz was 38, he would have won, but he was more like 46. You crazy. Jim Gray always like, oh, this isn't your moment. Get out of the ring. Yo, James, apparently that was Jarrell Miller who was trying to get into the ring with Wilder, and they have a lot of bad blood between the two of those guys. So AJ versus Ortiz, you don't understand why people are talking AJ versus Ortiz. The only way you fight AJ is if you're a mandatory or hold the belts. Miller can't even beat the scale, let alone Wilder. YouTube boxing legend Richard Dwight. Oh, the black guy. He's the black ball guy, right? Am I right? Kiwi, am I right? He's the old black guy with his ball, right? I think I know who that is. I reckon Miller would take a hell of a beating before going down. Well, Jerome Miller's gonna end up with some brain damage if he ends up fighting, AJ or Wilder. Because so the LDB are saying Ortiz would have knocked out Joshua tonight. I don't know about that. Miller gets his ass beat by Wilder. He needs to go learn to sit. Yeah, I mean, Miller already got beat up in sparring by Wilder, didn't he? What did ex-con say? I missed it. I missed it. Let me go back up. Miller has been popped for steroids before. Was it steroids though? I'm trying to think. If I'm trying to see if I remember. Was it steroids or was it 1,3-dimethylalamine? Is that what it was? Oh, MMA days. Yeah, congrats to Wilder. I'd imagine Miller would concentrate better on D if he was. Yo, Kiwi, you want to get in the chat? Oh, what's up, Logistics? Shout out to HT Logistics 3434 for the super chat. He says, "Fuck tonight. Crawford still taking out the welterweights. ASBC all day, bro, all day." Yes. What up, Sean? That was definitely the win that Wilder needed. Very emphatic. That was like he stamped that shit. That fight was stamped with the W. Despite the judges and the doctor, the weird thing with the doctor, he gets full credit from Hitman Boxing tonight. With the whole Peds thing, you have to question. I mean, I could have sworn Miller didn't get popped for steroids. I thought it was just 1,3-dimethylalamine or something for his fat ass to lose some weight. Probably some ephedra or something. Surprised to see Sean giving Wilder credit. I mean, he said he would give him credit anyway. ASBC all day, James. A side boxing community. We give credit when credit is due. Deontay Wilder deserves credit. 40 fights and one meaningful fight. Uh hey, but that's a big win for him though, considering he never stepped up before. And this is the guy who outboxed him for a lot of the fight. A guy that almost had him out of there in the seventh round and continued in the eighth round to give him a problem until he got knocked out, of course. I knew he was just one right hand away from getting knocked out. Fury is levels above all these. But when is Tyson Fury even going to come back? Oh, hold on. Another note, Lou DiBella is still a shit promoter. Thought they were, I got to go back up. Thought they were joking when they said he was a promoter. Yeah, Lou DiBella's a promoter, man. He's not a very good promoter in my opinion either. Like a lot of those PBC guys aren't promoted, you know, great at all. What's up, Six? How you doing tonight, man? What you think about that fight? What you think about that knockout, that 10th round knockout? Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I think when I go live, it should hit my Twitter to let I don't have it connected to my Facebook or anything. There's a bunch of people online right now. I seen an interview with Charles Martin and he said he's looking for a Brazil fight. Who you got on that? I got Dominic Brazil beating Charles Martin, man. Charles Martin's pants be too tight for him to win fights like that, man. I mean, for what it is, well, he stopped. Hey, Bivol stopped him in the 12th round or the 11th round. I missed that. Lou DiBella was Paulie's old promoter. You talking about Paulie Malignaggi? Add me to the hangout. Hold up, I got you, Six. You think Charles Martin can beat Brazil? Are you serious right now? Okay, so it was 12th round knockout or TKO rather. What about Kovalev? Is that fight still on? I just got on this immediately after the fight. Let me go back. Man, they already calling Ortiz old. They need to chill with that, man. If Wilder's these comments just make no sense. Sometimes I hate making videos. Oh, he went on cuts. What did he say? What did he say in the post fight interview? What did he say is next for him? Did he mention anybody? Man, like I can wait until the end of 2018 to see Wilder AJ, but this definitely makes that fight a lot more intriguing to me. I think AJ could beat Ortiz. Brazil will stop Martin in less than 7. Yeah, you got to realize Brazil's very durable, man. He's got a lot of heart. Who's that dude he fought? That I thought was gonna beat him. Was it Uganau? Some African dude. He was outboxing the shit out of him. He was undefeated, and then Dominic Brazil stopped him. And this dude had a way higher boxing IQ than him. Dominic Brazil. Let's see who that was. Dominic Brazil. Who's that African dude he fought? That was it was Uganau. He knocked him out. Yeah, that's how I have a lot of faith in. Yeah. Polish Nigerian. That's hilarious. I'm just reading these comments. Eddie, you funny. I used to always get on Brazil. Yeah, I mean, I think Bivol wants Kovalev next anyway, though, right? If I recall, he mentioned fighting him next before this fight with Barrera. Did Barrera get dropped in that fight at all? He usually gets dropped early in his fights. Almost got knocked out by Izu. Hey, see the thing is, he almost got knocked out by Ugana. I definitely thought he was gonna win, but I don't ever count out Dominic Brazil. He's definitely got a chin, man. What's his ranking? What's he ranked by the WBC? The only way to beat Wilder is to completely take the right hand away from him. I mean, for the most part, Luis Ortiz did a pretty good job of taking that right hand away from him. But I just figured the plan was to tire him out for the later rounds and then just knock him out. You know, he was circling Wilder's right. Man, my comments dropped. I can't see shit. Yeah, Barrera does get dropped every fight. Yeah, but doesn't Brazil have a lawsuit, a pending lawsuit with Wilder? He would have been the stand-in had Ortiz. Dang, my computer's acting crazy. All these comments, man. Hey, there's nothing wrong with showing weakness. You know, it's how you overcome those weaknesses, um, or how you overcome adversity. Actually, and he definitely overcame adversity tonight, man. I don't believe him when he said he wasn't hurt, though. Yo, Triple H, you're right, man, but he's a limited fighter, man. But that right hand is just one of the biggest equalizers in boxing today. Like, that's the only way to beat Wilder. You gotta knock him out, man. You gotta knock that boy out. You gotta knock him out, man. He was almost out of there, man. I just think Ortiz got he was gassed, man. Ortiz was gassed toward the seventh. He was teeing off on him for about what 30, 45 seconds. If I was fighting Wilder, I would make him loop his right hand because there's not a lot of power in it. Look at Sporting Icon's comment on this video. It's like they irrationally hate a boxer so much they're not trying to give him no props. It's sad. Oh, let me go to this video real quick. I haven't even read my comments. I already know. It seems like people are more upset than anything. But it's not that serious though. Like Wilder won. But most people were picking Wilder to win the fight anyway. Father Time was against Vlad and Ortiz, both technically superior. Yeah, they were both technically superior. You're right. Yo, Wilder, there was remember like in the first and second round, he ran away from Ortiz. That was hilarious. Let's see. Let's see. Sporting icons, where you at? Look at these comments. Oh, they're definitely gonna crucify his channel though. Sporting icons, epic battle.
He wins that round in round 6. That was number 7. Oh, Wilder showed heart. He showed chin.
He's just giving him props. A-side boxing all day. Hit that like button. We're not hating on Wilder tonight, but we are giving him props. No, he wasn't. Wilder was not fine. He was hurt. AJ doesn't have the best chin. Wilder's knocking AJ out. Hey, you know, we still gonna keep up the hate brigade with Deontay Wilder. It's no problem. But tonight is his night. We're gonna give him respect tonight. I might get on tomorrow morning and talk a little reckless about that situation with the judges. But I'm not sure if I could take all the hate right now. It's a little late. I don't even know how to add you on I guess Hangouts. I don't know how to do that. Let me back up here. Yeah, I don't have any like pending requests or anything. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. I mean, it's a pick 'em fight though. Wilder AJ, it's a pick 'em fight, man. I just wonder how long it's gonna take before we get that fight. Fifth round. Hold on. I saw that fight to the fifth round. I'm something wild was up. Gotta love PBC. Wilder was winning one way. Oh, you're talking about the judges? Yeah, I don't know how the what you guys think about the judges' scorecards though, man. Honestly, what did you guys honestly think about the scorecards? They had Wilder up after the stoppage. Like, what do you guys think about that? What did you think of Jacobs responding to Charlo, calling him a baby cub? Well, here's the thing. Danny Jacobs ran over to HBO from Showtime, and I don't think he's going to be too willing to make that fight, in my opinion. I'm sure Charlo has no problem going over to HBO to fight him, and I would love to see that fight, especially now since there's talk about it between both of these guys, and they've acknowledged each other and they want to fight. So I have no problem with that fight at all. I think Jamal Charlo knocks him out, knocks Danny Jacobs out. Yeah, I definitely had Ortiz up before the stoppage. I'm not sure what the I'm not sure what the judges were watching. Well, I know what they were watching. They were watching we better make sure Wilder wins this fight if it goes 12 rounds. Jacobs is chasing Saunders next, but if let's see. When was Saunders' last fight? I would assume that Saunders is going to hold out and see who wins between Triple G and Canelo. I would think he would want that fight next. I can't fucking stand Demetrius Andrade. That would be a good fight. Charlo and Andrade. Oh, excuse me, but Andrade's rated pretty high by the IBF, I believe. I thought he was going the IBF route, but he was kind of shook at that guy that got rated number one. Can't think of his name right now. Jacobs might become Charlo's mandatory, or oh, you mean the WBO mandatory? Oh, okay. But hey, unification trumps that though. Miller looking like a Wilder hate group on Instagram. Need to stop chasing them donuts and learn how to throw a punch with power. Yo, he don't got no power, man. He big as hell. He got no power. But he does something that a lot of the other heavyweights don't do. He goes to the body, like exclusively. Let me go to Jarrell Miller's shit real quick. Jarrell Miller. What is it? Big Baby Miller on Instagram? Big Baby Miller. Nope. Jarrell Miller. There we go. Damn, he hating already. Bronze Bomber, you ain't shit, and the referee ain't shit either. You bum ass, I'm coming for head. What? With your toothpick, Don Kong slapping Rabbit. Man, he's really upset because he's misspelling everything. Yeah, that guy, Brandon. I can't pronounce his name. Demetrius Andrade didn't want to fight him, man, because that dude would have beat his ass. Yeah, Dylan White gets knocked out by Wilder for sure. Wilder need to learn how to throw uppercuts. Well, he's trying to learn how to throw the Street Fighter uppercut. If you watch my videos, he's practicing those. He called him a scalawag. Where? Yo, I'm gonna enjoy watching some of these interviews tonight. He called him a scallywag. Yo, Jarrell Miller is hilarious, man. All right, logistics. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Have a good night. He called this man a scallywag. Oh, Jacobs and Charlo got into it. That's what's up. Yeah, make that fight next, man. That's a hell of a fight. Hold on. I'm on his Instagram right now. Was it a newer post? I don't even see it. Yo, Six, I don't even know how to add you, man. Where am I adding you at? On Hangouts? Man, you guys, what's next for Deontay Wilder? Hangout. I don't have that shit on my phone. If I go through, I'm trying to figure this out. Usually I get like a message here to add people. Do you think Wilder got exposed a little bit tonight? I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, if you neutralize his right hand, he really don't got much else to fight you with. But he did a good job of controlling the distance because Luis Ortiz didn't even really land that many effective straight lefts. That was the punch he was supposed to hit Wilder with. Big Baby a joke in his bio talking about he loves cheeseburgers. He needs to love throwing meaningful punches. Hey, but look though, I'll give Jarrell Miller credit too though. He disposed of Gerald Washington in a much cleaner fashion than Wilder did. I'm surprised ain't nobody coming in here talking crazy to me right now. That's what I was expecting. I didn't expect y'all to be so cool tonight. Damn. Say something to me. Say something crazy to me, please. Shit, the most I got is I'm eating humble pie. That's it. Chris Cyborg dismantles Yana Kunshikanyanya by first round TKO to defend UFC women's featherweight belt. Chris Cyborg is not a woman, so yeah, he does like Carlos Boozer. Yo, Wilder's gonna hop in the ring after Joshua Parker. They have to let him in though. I hope they don't. I hope they let Wilder in the ring after Joshua Parker. All right, that's gonna be a huge moment. You got to respect all fighters. What do you mean by that? What do you mean I have to respect all fighters? These fighters fight purely for my enjoyment. The sellout hating on Wilder to get those lame UK subscribers. See, M. Shine, I'm gonna break it down to you like this. It has nothing to do with subscribers. I could care less how many subscribers I have. It's all about my watch time. It's all about my watch time. That's all I care about. Watch time equates to cash. No, I'm not. That's why we're gonna keep putting motherfuckers on time out. Just so you can come back and say something else, so I can put you on timeout again, like I'm your daddy, nigga. I don't respect Danny Garcia. Like Wilder said, they put their life on the line. That's cool, man. Look, they are fighters. Okay. Tonight, I wanted to be entertained. I wanted to see somebody get hurt and knocked out, and I got just what I wanted. He could. He the reason why he didn't try harder is because he couldn't. He was gassed, man. Like Ortiz was dead, and you still got to watch out for that right hand. You got to respect his right hand. You think Ortiz would have beat AJ if Vlad didn't push no action? Ortiz would have pushed AJ. I mean, we coulda, woulda, shoulda. That didn't happen though. We really don't know what would have happened. Shout out to Six Williams for the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. I'm still trying to figure out how to add you on Hangouts. I guess I don't know how this shit works. I usually just go live. Wilder finally got a name on his resume. This is like LDBC, A New Hope, the next installment in the series. Oh, Javier, that's hilarious. AJ beats Wilder on that performance. To be honest, I mean, how so? I mean, they both went through a form of adversity, right? AJ was knocked down by Klitschko. He came back and finished the job. He beat Vladimir Klitschko, a fighter who reigned supreme in the heavyweight division for what, 10 years? A future Hall of Famer, right? What's wrong with having a future Hall of Famer who just so happened to come out that night looking the best he had ever looked in recent memory? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get the hate and the old shit. Just like people are saying Ortiz was old, and if he wasn't old, he would have been able to finish Wilder. Like, the thing is, he is what he is. And as far as I'm concerned, he was beating Wilder until he got stopped. So Wilder did nothing really look back. What do you mean, James? You got to rephrase that. But how does AJ though? This was the problem I had with sporting icons talking about Canelo beats Charlo, but y'all never say how. I never said Canelo beats Charlo. I never said that at all. But I'll tell you how Charlo beats Canelo. He knocks that motherfucker out. Is that good enough for you, Javier? AJ was outboxing Klitschko in rounds, though Wilder wasn't. Oh my God. Wilder has one thing, just one. He has one tool in his bag, in his level 2 backpack. He's got one special move. He charges it up throughout the fight. When he got his special ready, he hits down forward, A, and it releases the right hand, which is his big power punch. That's his special attack. Man, Andrade ain't shit, man. Charlo beat the fuck out of him too. Andrade going 12 rounds with a dude that's injured in a fight. Like, come on. He went 12 rounds with a guy who was injured. Injured. A guy who hadn't even had a step up fight. He couldn't knock him out. Like, what was you doing? Like, he be playing around too much. Oh, hey Javier, you peeped that, right? You peeped so like before the fight, they were like Kell Brook has suffered 2 defeats. His first devastating loss was against Triple G, in which he got his orbital bone broken. And then they were just like, yeah, then Errol Spence fought him and sneaked away with a win. Like, what? He snuck away with a win? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean he snuck away with a win? He stopped that boy. And you know what? If they fight at 154, he'll beat the shit out of Kell Brook again. Break his fucking eye socket again. Yo, Brandon, no. I feel like Wilder was gassed in the eighth. Uh, I thought he was just buying his time, biding his time. So Hey, I am relaxed, James. I'm good. Yeah, I saw him call Brook out at 154. He was like, "Hey, if you got a, I'll fight you at 154 if you got a belt." But for the record, Kell Brook doesn't have a real belt. It's a fake belt. Okay, that silver belt ain't real. That's the thing, though, Afro. That's my thing. His eyes are not gonna hold up to a puncher. Yeah, the next thing is next big heavyweight fight, 31st. Yep. It's funny that he is a more natural 154 pounder, but aside from Saddam Ali, I mean, who else does he beat that has a belt at 154? He doesn't beat Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd walks right through him. I'm not sure if he beats Laura. Laura's reach is just too great. He definitely keep, of course, you go to the body, go to the face like always. It's gonna be the same formula. People keep saying that, yeah, but at the end of the day, right, just like Ortiz was beating Wilder until he got knocked out. He was outboxing Wilder before he got knocked out. He got knocked out. Brooke would never beat Spence if they fought 20 times. That's true. I agree. His eye socket is titanium now. No, that shit's made out of vibranium, bro. You don't understand. Okay, so the reason I don't underestimate Brooke, my thing is he's not jumping at a chance to fight any of those guys at 154, any of those top guys. They just won the silver belt for the WBC, right? The WBC could say that he has to fight Charlo next. They could do that, and he's not gonna want to fight Charlo next. He's not gonna jump at a chance to fight Jarrett Hurd. He's not gonna want to fight Lara. He's gonna go after Saddam Ali. He's gonna go after people he perceives as beatable at 154. His arms are too short for 154. He's a great boxer, very technical fighter. He has power. He proves today that he has power at 154. Those uppercuts look dirty. I'm just saying, all the other champions would beat his ass. No, Javier, Kell Brook doesn't have enough money to use to purchase an airline ticket. Okay. See, he wait, Brandon. Thank you. I'm sure you were watching my channel when I was making all those videos about Kell Brook and how he was ducking Spence and how he ducked Spence to go fight Triple G. Afro, I need you to put a link in the video, a link somewhere, so I can hear him say that. Yes, yeah, Brooke is gonna fight Ali, of course. Former welterweight, right? What up, Debo? Brooke got like a 29-inch reach. Floyd. Floyd Mayweather's not even fighting, bro. He fought Golovkin for an easy payday and a potential exit strategy to not fight Spence. And look how that turned out. He ended up getting a broken eye socket. Then he fought Spence, broke his other eye socket. Ali ain't shit. Got knocked out by Vargas. Hey, Saddam Ali beat Miguel Cotto. Whether he was on the way out or not, he was the only one that stepped up. Errol Spence should have fought. Errol Spence should have fought Miguel Cotto, in my opinion. That was easy work behind the gloves. Oh, that's that Michelle. That's that Michelle Joy Phelps joint, huh? I don't think I followed that. I'm gonna have to take a note of this. I'll check it out though, Afro. I don't not believe you. I believe what you're saying. It's just I was just a little irritated because at the end of the fight, the announcer kept asking him about Charlo, and it seemed like Eddie Hearn and Kell Brook were skating around the question, and they kept bringing up Amir Khan, knowing that Amir Khan doesn't really want to fight Kell Brook because deep down inside, I think Amir Khan knows he gets knocked out by um, Kell Brook, but he just doesn't want to give him that shine on that platform. You know what I mean? Hearn won't make him fight that fight though. I still think that Kell Brook has about three or four more. Well, maybe about three or four fights before he calls it quits, man. I just don't think 154 is a good division for him. You know, if he's playing it smart, the next thing for him to do would be to fight Saddam Ali. That'd be the next thing for him to do. And then just sit back and wait and see what everybody else does. Maybe you catch another welterweight that moves up to 154. Maybe maybe Danny moves up to 154 and you try to pursue that fight. But I'm just saying, yeah, he would have knocked Cotto out for sure. Matter of fact, I don't even think I saw Cotto versus Ali. Damn, I didn't even see that fight. That was back in December too, right? I missed that shit. I don't even know why I missed that fight. Who else was fighting in December that day? Yeah, Brandon. I think the whole thing was Spence didn't want to fight Cotto because they wanted to sign him for like a 2 or 3 fight deal to promote him, but it's not like he has a promoter right now anyway. But I get what you're saying because of all the weird publicity Oscar De La Hoya gets. If you know what I'm saying. It was a 3 fight. Yeah, it was a 3 fight deal. Hitman Boxing. We are the A side boxing community. Hit that like and subscribe button. Brooklyn and 69-inch Reach said it on Fight Hype that he wants Charlo. I noticed they said for this fight he moved in with his mates to focus. Yo, Javier, do you follow Kell Brook on Instagram? He does a lot of suspect shit when in terms of training with his 3 male training buddies. He does some very weird things with those guys. I called him. He grabbed one of their ass on the treadmill. I'm just like, man, I gotta say this to put it up later, but I was at work and I forgot all about it, and it was gone by the time I tried to go back and capture it. But he be doing some suspect shit on his Instagram. Yo, I'm telling you, go to Kell Brook's Instagram. Usually he trains in the morning over here in the States when it's like, I don't know, 10 o'clock here. He'll have the training footage on his Instagram, and he'd be wearing like, I don't know, maybe wearing stockings and shit. And his boys be wearing stockings, and they be like having picnics out in the grass and shit, touching each other. It's weird, man. It's really weird. I'm not making this up, man. But hey, if that's how he want to live his life, let him live his life like that, man. Getting them chocolate brownie stuffed in them, I guess. Oh, you Javier, I already know what you're talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about too. Yep, on that weird shit. Walter got the chicken dance nailed. Kel should sign with Oscar then. I think Eddie Hearn's a great promoter. What did Aztec Blood say? Augusta winning con does the chicken dance. I like that. They can run around in fishnets and shit. Yeah, I get the reference now. You know when he got stabbed, he was jumping out the window. He was caught with a guy. Yeah, I remember I was talking to Sporting Icon about that. I got on his live stream. And I was talking about the whole story of Kell Brook and how he was out at a bar one night and some guy asked him if he wanted to come back to his spot for some drinks. And he was like, yeah. And I'm just like, what grown ass man invites another grown ass man and he don't know to his house for some drinks after hours? Like, come on, man. Come on. I didn't know he jumped out the window though. Dude, you know why dude pulled that machete out on him too, right? He probably he probably wanted Kel to do something for him. He didn't feel comfortable doing it. He was like, "No glove, no love. No glove, no love, mate. I ain't doing it like that, mate." Let me stop. Let me stop, man. Kel Brook is a good boxer, man. That has nothing to do with his boxing ability, man. What he does in his what he does in his bedroom, man. That's none of my business, man. Yeah, he should have just stayed at home with his wife's okay, I guess. I don't know. But what's next for Deontay Wilder? We're getting a little off topic over here. What's next for Deontay Wilder? What should be the next move? Let's get kind of late. My Saturdays would just be done because of boxing now. I think I'll make some videos in the morning. I got all these new subs. They're all like all these new people subscribing to my channel, but they're gonna be upset if they go to some of my old Deontay Wilder videos. Brazil versus Wilder next. That's a decent fight. 20 says Eddie comes up with an excuse to not fight Wilder. Truth be told, that should be the next fight. Honestly, it makes sense. I think after people like check this fight, man, it'll be a good look for him, man. Wilder's still not like a big draw in the states, but I don't know. After beating Ortiz, I think he earned a shot at AJ. Whether it's the next fight or the fight after, I think the fight needs to happen before the end of 2018. Don't think I'm gonna keep being cool with Wilder though. We gonna keep dissing him. Keep dissing Wilder on the channel. That's not a problem at all. I'm just reading these ridiculous comments on these videos, man. I can't read all that shit. What did Afro say? AJ beats Wilder easily, trust me, y'all. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Someone said Wilder couldn't sell dog shit to a fly. Oh man. Y'all are funny tonight, man. This is why I do my YouTube shit, man, because of y'all. Y'all are hilarious. I should go troll some other channels. It's getting late though. One last time, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button right now. Hit that like and subscribe button right now. Hitman Boxing. Any last words? Shout out to Six. Shout out to Logistics for the super chat. I heard Canelo now accepting the WBC belt. We'll see once the Charlo insurance package comes in. Oh man. I wish I would have thought of half the stuff you guys are saying right now. Let's see. Luis Ortiz was robbed or took a dive. I don't think so. Yeah, Connor, I just peeped it. Dude in denial never accepts it when they get the prediction wrong. Hey, sometimes you gotta and I refuse to do this, but I was given this advice a long time ago when I made my channel. Um to never tell the truth. Someone told me to never tell the truth when I make my videos, right? So like for example, I'm giving Wilder props, right? But the advice to me would have been to not go along with what happened tonight and not give Wilder props and to actually say that it was a robbery or say that it was a fixed fight. That's the type of advice I've received in the past from some bigger YouTube channels. Um, but I figure I save myself the trouble and just be honest about it, you know, because I think my channel's doing pretty decent right now. I don't gotta lie about shit. I thought it was a fair decision, but I thought it was a good knockout. Good way to take care of your first step up. Impressive fashion. So it was a good win, man. I'm not gonna discredit his win. I could always discredit it by saying the judges were on some bullshit, or I could say the doctor checked him out to try to buy time to make him to help him recover. But I'm not even gonna be on that. Exactly, Johnny. Exactly. I get robbed if his legs couldn't move. He couldn't get up, man. He was done. Yeah, Aztec. I heard Jarrell Miller was trying to jump in the ring, and Wilder and Miller have a lot of bad blood, so that might not have been the best thing for us to see tonight. 36 likes. That's all I got. It only takes 2 seconds, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. That's all you got to do. And I'm gonna keep cursing and keep discrediting people. How do I think Wilder would do against AJ? Man, it's tough to say. I think AJ's a little he's stiff, man. He's got a higher boxing IQ than Wilder. But I'm just trying to figure out how he's gonna neutralize Wilder's right hand, especially when AJ doesn't have the best movement in the ring. I don't know. It's still a 50-50 fight, man. Because those straight rights from AJ could he sets up his punches well. So I think Wilder's taller than AJ too. I guess we'll see on the 31st. I'll put it to you like this though: if Deontay Wilder had if we put Deontay Wilder in Vladimir Klitschko's shoes when Vladimir Klitschko knocked AJ down, had that been Deontay Wilder, he would have finished the job. But hey, I mean, isn't this the 31st? Isn't this AJ's last fight on Showtime? And if he goes over to HBO, then we might never see that fight, man. And if they go over to HBO, that's a little suspect. AJ is on the juice. That's why you don't fight Wilder right now. Nah, man. I think the reason why he didn't fight Wilder right now is because Wilder hadn't done shit up until this point. Now I think it makes sense for this fight to take place. AJ always juicing. Yeah, if he yeah, that's what I feel like if he goes to HBO, it's a duck, man, because it's like you got one more fight on your deal with Showtime, and you Eddie Hearn's been saying Showtime's been good to them, right? You've heard the interviews. He says Showtime's been great to them, but if you notice, like a fighter like Jacobs goes over to HBO, AJ's contract's coming up for renewal. Espinoza talking about he don't know if they're gonna stay or not. He very well could jump over to HBO, which makes the fight like 10 times more difficult to make because HBO's like, well, we don't want to make that fight first because what if AJ loses? Then we waste all that time in signing them. You know what I'm saying? Like the Showtime exec said he's extremely confident AJ staying with Showtime and Big Baby don't got the power to keep Wilder's respectable. I think you meant respect, but yes, I agree with you. HBO is getting killed by Showtime. FTW PGH, what's up? What's already been signed, James? Word on the street is Eddie might lose AJ as Aram is going to make him a big offer, and so is Al. I doubt that. I doubt that, man. I doubt if he leaves Eddie Hearn. I really doubt that happens, man. HBO is very biased. Their commentators. I don't enjoy watching their telecast at all. I hate Max Kellerman. I hate Jim Lampley, and I hate watching Max Kellerman on ESPN too, talking about other sports, bringing that diluted bullshit to basketball and football and shit. I don't like that shit. Yeah, he's not leaving Eddie, man. He's already plus he's got his own. He's already promoting fighters under Eddie Hearn. So yeah, I think Morrow's goofy as hell, but I can deal with Showtime's commentary because it's a little bit more down the middle in my opinion. Yeah, it was a great weekend for. Hey, what y'all think about Darrell quitting in this corner though, man? We haven't talked about that too much. HBO has no good matches besides Canelo Triple G. If AJ leaves, he's going to self promote. I guarantee you. He's gonna stay with Hearn, man. All right, James, take it easy. All right. Appreciate the convo, man. Yo, Darrell quitting in this corner. Yo, his trainer was like, "Hey, you got to go out for one more round." He was like, "Hell no, nigga, I ain't going out there again. This motherfucker beat my ass. He beating the living shit out of me right now." And he was doing just that. He was beating the living shit out of his ass. Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, he hits hard too, and he doesn't tire out, and he throws lots of punches. All right, James, take it easy, man. I was hoping Darrell came out for the ninth because he was getting stretched. I wanted to see that shit. Yeah, he was about to get knocked out, man, for sure. But he was like, "Nah, I ain't going back out here. Fuck this shit. Y'all ain't finna put me on the highlight reel. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm gonna come out." This motherfucker was pretending like he was about to come out, and then he had his back turned, and they called the fight. He was like, "Oh, what? I was about to come out. I didn't want the fight stopped. Get the fuck out of here." Yes, you did. He had his back turned that whole time. He wasn't coming back out. He was about to get put to sleep, man. He wasn't reacting very good to them punches, man. AJ real goal is to make a billion, not boxing. That's what's up. I hate when the UK gets one successful title holder with talent every now and then, as they always go run to UK and take forever to fight best American. Darrell is more punch drunk than real. Darrell got outboxed all night. Yep, just like he did in the first fight. I really hope that ending didn't come as a surprise to anyone because he was definitely going to lose in the rematch. Yeah, he did take over boxing in the UK. It looks like he's attempting to do the same in the States. But all right, guys. Um, Darrell faked his way to the DQ win. Every damn UK fighter is signed with him. All right, guys. I'm about to head out. I'm about to Wilder versus Spence 2018. Fuck it, why not? Yeah, make it like before the end of the year. Let's make that fight. We got to see it. We got to see who the best fighter is. I think I'm about to take off, guys. I'm about to go get some sleep, man. It's late. I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate you guys for fucking with me. Hitman Boxing. Like the video on the way out.